Hey Blades fans, welcome back to Hertz Arena for the Wednesday, March 6th meeting between the Florida Everblades and the Jacksonville Icemen. Will Henschel alongside Jake Maurice for another edition of the Everblades pregame show. Jake, the Blades coming off of a 3-game in 3 days road trip to South Carolina, taking 1 win and 2 losses against the Stingrays.
Yeah, played really well on Friday, got the win 5-1. South Carolina came back, outplayed the Blades on Saturday. It was 5-2 win for the Stingrays, and then it was a really tight quality matchup of hockey for a Sunday afternoon, which is a little surprising, honestly. Usually those Sunday matinees, they lend themselves to a little bit of wonkiness, particularly being the third game in less than 72 hours. But no, it was an excellent matchup. Unfortunately, South Carolina got the play in the third that ended up breaking the tie in a narrow 3-2 margin of victory for them. So 2 out of 6 points isn't disastrous, but it is tough, especially given that Florida went into that week 2 points behind South Carolina for third in the South Division standings, now 4 points back of the Stingrays.
A couple of new faces hopping onto the score sheet for the Everblades in those 3 games. Kieran Craig, who's been a new ad for Florida in the past couple of games, getting on the goal sheet for the first time in his ECHL career.
Yeah, 3-game point streak to start off his career, including his first goal on Sunday on a breakaway. He's been genuinely awesome for the Blades in the first 3 games of his career. Sometimes you get a guy coming out of college, you're not sure what you're going to get. Did they take a little bit of time to sort of get used to the league? No, he jumped right in, became an immediate contributor, and in all 3 games, he was always a bright spot for Florida.
A couple of new faces, some roster moving earlier this week, a couple of guys joining the team, a couple of guys leaving the team, sent up, moved down. It's classic ECHL hockey. Guys are not staying where they are for very, very long, but it's going to be a new look roster for the next couple of games for the Everblades.
Yeah, part of that is just it's this time of year where the college seasons for both American and Canadian colleges are ending, so players are available to be signed to start their pro careers, like Kieran Craig was signed out of Carleton University in Canada. A couple new defensemen coming from university joining the Blades tonight, and then on the other side of things, Zach Ewens gets called up to the Charlotte Checkers. Brett Davis dealt in a deal with Rapid City that will bring in Jimmy Soper, though not confirmed if he'll be able to play in the Everblades lineup as a forward tonight. But yeah, it is just that time of year. It's near the trade deadline. Seasons are ending for colleges, so it's a time of year where rosters shift around, and teams like the Everblades that are looking into the playoffs this year, looking to make another deep run, they're starting to tweak their roster, improve it as best they can.
Some new faces hopefully looking to be as productive as some of the newer ads like Kieran Craig have been in the past couple of weeks. But Jake, let's not lose sight of the fact that these are vital games for the Everblades. Jacksonville on Wednesday, and then later this week on Friday, Orlando coming into Hertz Arena for a 1-game meeting. So these are crucial games in the South Division seeding. After that series against South Carolina, Florida remains in 4th place of the South Division, just 1 point ahead of the Orlando Solar Bears. And this would be a statement win if Florida could beat Jacksonville tonight.
Yeah, it would be a statement win for Florida, not just because Jacksonville's a good team, but because Florida hasn't beaten Jacksonville this year in 6 games. Most of those have been played up in Jacksonville this season, but still, the Icemen, they are statistically the best team in the ECHL. They're number 1 in goals against average. They're top 10 in pretty much every other important stat. They play hard. They are 4 lines, 3 pairs deep. Their goaltending is excellent. In my mind, they're the biggest threat to the Florida Everblades in the South Division in terms of making a three-peat happen. So you're looking to get this win tonight for, not necessarily for your confidence, but to climb a little bit closer, because home ice in a potential series against Jacksonville would be huge. But more importantly, you're looking to stay ahead of the Orlando Solar Bears, who play Greenville tonight before coming to Florida on Friday. The situation for Florida in the standings is far from comfortable, only 1 point ahead of Orlando, so you need every point you can get.
The Everblades on very thin ice, some very important points to grab tonight. And Jake, like you said, a team that Florida has not beat this year. So how the Everblades going to get a win tonight? Let's find out with the Griffith Group of Downing Fry Realty. 3 keys to the game.
Well, most importantly is going to be the defensive zone details. Pretty much all the games against Jacksonville this year have been low scoring. They've all been tight. One little mistake can be the difference between a win and a loss tonight. So you've got to make sure you're strong with the puck inside of your own end. You know where you're going. You have outs for guys. You give your teammates some outlets if they need it. You got to be smart when you're in your own zone. Second off, net front presence, going for those second opportunities, screening. Matt Vernon is an excellent goaltender. One of the best in the ECHL this year, not just among rookie goaltenders, but among all goaltenders. So you got to make sure that you're ready out front. And then finally, you just got to be ready for a hard physical matchup. Jacksonville, they've got some bruisers. They've got some tough guys who are willing to lay the shoulder into you to wear you down. They play a playoff style of hockey. It's a team that's gotten better each of the last 2 seasons. each of the last 2 seasons. Their years ended in the second round of the hand of the Florida Everblades, and they're looking to make that next step. So they're looking to make a statement tonight, not so much to the league, but to themselves, that we have Florida's number. It's up to the Everblades at home to stop that.
The first home games of the month of March tonight against the Jacksonville Icemen. Puck drop at 7:30. Enjoy our Hump Day deals, $3 hot dogs and $3 beers all night long. We'll see you there.